So we've got garlic and onions there. Um, we've got mushrooms and carrots, some kidney beans, and we've also got broccoli or broccoli. And then we've got spices. So these are spices I'm gonna use: black pepper, cumin, coriander. Got Celtic salt there. We've got cayenne pepper. So we're just gonna mix it up, and then we can have it with some rice for lunch. So I also use organic virgin coconut oil as my oil for the cooking process. You don't need too much of the coconut oil, just a little bit will be fine. So turn the fire on. I scoop a little bit of it like that. That should be more than enough. Scoop it in, maybe a little bit more. Okay, that goes in. Allow it to melt. Put the coconut oil back. Whilst it's doing that, I might as well just punch my puree, tomato puree, get it ready. It's also go in. There we go, that's where it's going. And we just swirl it around, make sure the bowl is all covered nicely in the coconut. And we don't have any sauce, make sure the oil goes all around. Okay, spices go in. Get the spices go in. Cool. Spices go in, and also we can also squeeze our tomato puree in as well. Put the spice hot, turn it down a little bit, squeeze it in, squeeze all that in. And then we also squeeze this one in, again, squeeze all of that in. Then the last one is for me and my daughter, so yeah, we squeeze that in. And she likes it tomatoey, saucy. So there we go. Now all you need is a little bit of water to go along with it. So about that much water goes in. You can always add a little bit more water if it's too thick for you. So here we go. Put a bit more light on to see what I'm doing. It's very thick, so I think it needs a bit more water. So I'm going to add another batch of water in. Now at this stage, I can add the spices. I can add some more spices like cumin and coriander and the black pepper. Now I've got to be careful with the black pepper because black peppercorns, because my daughter, she doesn't like it too spicy. So just a little bit of black pepper because my daughter, she doesn't like it too spicy. So that goes in there. We can also then add a teaspoon of coriander. So that's a teaspoon there. Now this thing is bubbling too much, so turn it off for a while. Then we'll add a teaspoon of cumin. Now I'll add a teaspoon of coriander, but not at this moment because my daughter doesn't like cayenne pepper. I think it's too spicy for her. So stir it around, mix it all in, As you can see, that's how it looks. So stir it all up. Stir it up. Now it's all mixed up, so 1 teaspoon of Celtic salt goes in, and then we'll allow it to cook. So I'll put the Celtic salt in, 1 teaspoon of Celtic salt, and now it's time for me to just allow it to cook and, you know, let it all cook properly. So I'm gonna cover it and I'll let it cook for about 3 minutes. And then we'll come back to it. Right, so this has been on for about 3 minutes. So it's bubbling, boiling, piping hot. So I'm going to put the kidney beans in, and then again it will go in for cooking again. So I mean, that's a lot of kidney beans. So I mean, it depends on how much you're preparing, but I plan to keep some for another day. So I'm gonna put all of it in, and since it's frozen as well, I don't want to put it back into the freezer. So that goes in, that goes in, and then we just don't overeat it yet. Okay, how many pieces have you had?
Only about 5 or 6.
It's enough.
How many do you normally have?
Right, so I need to try and make sure this mixes nicely, so I'm going to mix it all up. Put it back in. Now, because this is all frozen stuff, I try to break it up with a knife. You've got to be careful when you're doing this, because it can splash all over the place, and you know, you don't want that. And also, you don't want to destroy your pan, so you've got to be careful when you're doing it. All is done. Let's try to get this one looking at. That one is also okay. Got a big one here, big lump that needs to be broken up. And it cooks quicker. There we go. Oops, missed it. Sometimes. There you go. That looks good. So now with beans, I mean, beans is heavy food, so you know it takes about two hours for beans to digest in your gut. So it's heavy food. So I don't have it as frequent as maybe others might do. So now I'm just going to close it and allow it to simmer and cook gently. You know, let it cook. Let the spices, the tomato puree, sauce, and the beans just kind of infuse each other and bring the kind of different tastes that you get from the different ingredients in there together. And then after that, I can then add my vegetables. The broccoli or broccoli is already cooked. As you can see, it's already cooked. So and this is how it looks for now, but it needs to simmer and cook properly. So it's been on for a while. It's time to stir it up. See if it's all kind of broken into pieces, nice pieces. The kidney beans. I think we've got a few more lumps in there, so I'm going to leave it there for another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to take some out for my daughter, and then I'm going to add my vegetables all in. I'm also going to put 2 teaspoons of flaxseed into the sauce. It brings a different taste and flavor to the whole mix. So 2 teaspoons of that is going to go in. And now we bring some added nice taste. Ideally with flaxseed, the best time probably to add it is to when you're about to eat. You can sprinkle about 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon of flaxseed in there, onto it, and then it brings out a different taste one. And then also obviously flaxseed is very rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which is very important for cellular function. Cellular membranes cannot function, it can't be made if your body doesn't have enough omega-3 fatty acids. So I just put that in there like that, and I'm going to leave it for another 1 minute. Then I can take some away for my daughter, and then I'll mix my vegetables, mix my rice together, and I'm done. Right, so I've taken some of the sauce out for my daughter. I'm going to add some cayenne pepper. So just a teaspoon of cayenne pepper to bring some spiciness to it. Maybe a little bit more. And cayenne pepper is very good for thinning the blood. So, and wherever cayenne pepper goes, it draws blood to it. So it's really good. So there we go. Mix it up. Now I'm going to add my vegetables. So vegetables can go in. Oh man, I should have waited, otherwise my broccoli will be too cooked, so I'll take it out. I'll take the broccoli out, yeah. Take that out, and then just put the mushrooms in and the carrots and allow them to cook for a while before I add the broccoli. Okay, so yeah, mushrooms and carrots goes in because they need to cook for a while. Not for too long, but just for a little while. Get some heat into it. Okay. With this like this, still need some water, so a little bit of water won't hurt. So I put a little bit of water in there, allow the cooking process to happen, otherwise we're going to burn the whole stuff. So put a little bit more water in there. Gonna cover it, dim the heat. Needs to be covered. So this is how it looks with the mushrooms and the carrots in there. So I'm going to add the broccoli in there, and then the rice goes in. Now at this moment you can turn the fire off because you don't need the heat anymore. So the rice will go in along with the broccoli. There you go. So the broccoli goes in. Broccoli goes in. And mix it up so that it also gets the juices and the flavor together. At this point the fire has been turned off. There's enough heat in there, we don't need any more, and it's only left with the rice also to go in. So the rice will be going in a minute. Okay, so the rice goes in, and I'm just gonna mix it all together. It's a lot of sauce. It's a lot of sauce in here. Now if you don't like it saucy, of course you can minimize the quantity of sauce you use, but I like the sauce, so I mix it all up. And voila, already ready to be served.